That's right, that's right. They called us Black Americans in slavery. We got them, all these names you see right here, all slave names. All slave names. Get Isaiah 65, I believe it is. Get Isaiah 65, because all these names, Black, West Indian Black, because the word Indian, you know what that means? That means slave. Indios is a Spanish word for slave, right? Or Latin. Haitian, Puerto Rican, rich port. That's what that means, rich port. Because when the Spanish got there, they said, oh, this place is rich. And then they rocked it. You know what I'm saying? Read that.
Isaiah chapter 65, verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
We left our God-given names for what? For a curse. Read.
Unto my chosen. For the Lord God shall slay thee, and call his servants by another name.
He called his servants by another name. Who are God's servants? Isaiah. He said he called his servant by another name. Now we're seeing that all this happened by the hand of God. You see what I'm saying? Read 44 verse 1, yeah.
Isaiah chapter 44 and verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant.
Jacob who?
Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen.
So we see who God's servants was that he called by another name. He said, Jacob, Israel, my chosen. Let's see that a gift that God gave his chosen. Give me Exodus chapter 31, verse 16, I believe. This is a gift. Because matter of fact, believe it or not, today is a gift that our God gave his chosen people. Read that.
Exodus chapter 31, verse 16. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations.
So the Sabbath day, the 7th day of the week. Read.
For a perpetual covenant.
It said for a perpetual covenant. Meaning, what was that song? Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Forever. It's a perpetual covenant, right? Read.
It is a sign.
It's a what?
It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever.
This day is a sign between us and our God. Meaning, as long as there's a Saturday, as long as there's a 7th day of the week, God is saying, y'all still my people. This sign represents something between us, right? Read.
For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth. And on the 7th day he rested.
So what are we supposed to do on the 7th day? We're supposed to be chilling. We're supposed to be resting, right? Read.
And was refreshed. And he gave...
And that's the important part there. And was what?
And was refreshed.
Because we be needing refreshment. We be having long weeks, hard weeks. Day in, day out, work. We got to get refreshed, right? So our God gave us a day so that we can be refreshed. Read.
And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of God.
So who wrote this? Who wrote those laws? Who wrote those commandments? God gave us that. God gave us that. If you gave your child a gift, say you gave your son a car, right? And you tell him like, hey son, this is a Shelby. This is a good Mustang. This is a 88 Shelby. And you say you gotta change the oil now. You gotta make sure you put gas in it. Don't put diesel in this car. Don't dog it out. And he just disregarded the gift. He never changed the oil. He putting diesel in the car. What you gonna do to your son?
I already told him one time. He say, hey, you don't learn the first time.
He gonna get punished, right?
Yeah.
Read that.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
When it says iniquities, that means sin. Meaning, I gave you a gift. Now, if you don't honor the gift that I gave you, I'm going to punish you. Right? So now knowing that the Sabbath day was a gift given to us, a sign between us and our God, we got to learn how he wants us to honor. You know what I'm saying? So we know one thing we're supposed to do on the Sabbath is what? We're supposed to rest. What else are we supposed to do on the Sabbath? You got it? No, 16. Exodus 16, 20. Yeah.
Exodus chapter 16, verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
So if he said tomorrow is the Sabbath, what day was he in?
Saturday?
No, he said tomorrow's the Sabbath.
Seventh day?
So like right now it's Saturday.
Yeah.
I said tomorrow is Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
So what day would it have to be if he had to say tomorrow is Saturday? Friday. If tomorrow said it's Friday, right? So this is the 6th day of the week. Right. Read.
Bake that which he will bake today, and seed that which will he seed, and that which
He said on Friday, bake what you're gonna bake, and seed that means boil. So what is he talking about right now? Cooking. So on Friday, cook what you're gonna cook. Why?
And that which remaineth over, lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So we're supposed to prepare our food for Saturday on Friday. Read Exodus 35. Let's see why he's telling us that, right?
Exodus chapter 35 and verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
Because on the Sabbath, the 7th day of the week, on Saturday, God don't want us cooking. It no work. You know, he said don't cook on Saturday. Make sure whatever you're gonna eat, cook it on Friday. So now we got 2 things we're supposed to do on the Sabbath day. What's those 2 things?
Rest. You're supposed to do no cooking. We're supposed to do nothing but rest.
All praises, all praises. Let's get another thing we're supposed to do on the Sabbath day.
Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring where?
So the people of the land, right? So we got our people right here, right? This is all Israel. Everybody outside of this will be the people of the land. So look around. We got the people of the land. They have, read.
And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals,
Bring ware, things to sell. If they bring something to you to sell on the Sabbath day, right, read.
on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy of it.
On the Sabbath day, we don't do no buying. We don't do no selling on the Sabbath, read.
On the Sabbath day or on the holy day.
Or any of our holy days. Because today isn't just the Sabbath day. I'm done with it. Today is also the new moon. The new moon is when the moon is full. Remember in the Bible it says in the beginning he made 2 great lights. What was the great lights he made? One that rules the day. Okay, what's the 2 lights then?
The sun and the moon.
Okay, so when the moon was new, it was a big light. When is the moon the brightest? Full moon. So when you look in the sky, you see a big bright moon, that's the new moon, meaning a beginning of a new month.
Yeah.
That's right.
And every month, we congregate. It's a high holy day. It's a celebration. You know what I'm saying? We gather, we feast, we have a good time. Because that's what our God commanded of us. Now we're going to go to our congregation. So on the Sabbath day, we don't buy, we don't sell, we don't cook, and we chill. Thank God. How much God love us? You know what I'm saying? He gave us a day for this. Read.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
He said concerning the feast of the Lord. A feast is a holy day, right? A feast is our holy days, right? Read it again.
Which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
He said, proclaiming a holy convocation. So holy means separate, right? If you're holy, you're separate from everybody else. He said it's a holy convocation, a gathering. So on the Sabbath days, we're supposed to gather together. You know what I'm saying? We meet up, we go over the scriptures, we get built up again. We get refreshed for the work we're coming up. Because in our lives, we're not around, we don't see these fringes everywhere we go. You know what I'm saying? And our lives, once we leave from each other, it's all types of hoes out here. It's all types of killing. It's leggings. It's booty shorts. It's sundresses. Ain't no commandments out here is what I'm saying. That's what's out here. So when you're around the righteous, your spirit gets built back up to be able to defend against all that evil. But if you don't get that, your spirit is steadily dying. You understand me?
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3.
So we got the Sabbath day down pat, right? Read.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So the head of the black man is Jesus the Christ, the black Messiah, right? Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
And the head of our women is the men, right? Read.
And the head of Christ is God.
Read.
Every man praying or prophesying.
Right now, you are in the midst of prophecy. You understand what I'm saying? If you are praying, or if you're hearing this Bible, if you're reading this Bible, right? Read.
Having his head covered.
And you got your head covered. Read.
Dishonoreth his head.
You're dishonoring your head. Who is the black man's head? Christ. Christ. So when you are in the midst of praying or prophesying, like you are right now, and your head is covered, you dishonor Christ. So what should you do to honor Christ? Okay.
Yeah, take your head off.
Barbecue a meal, dude. What you gonna do, boss man? All praises to the Most High. All praises. So that's what we all about, bro. We out hearing the word. All right, that's wrong. I can't do that no more. Sorry, God. I got you. I ain't know that. You think I knew this my whole life? Nah, I ain't know this. I had to hear the word. Oh, you say I'm an Israelite? I'm not American black. I'm not a Nigerian or none of that type stuff. I'm not a Haitian. Oh, this is who I am? Cool. I got you, God. I ain't gonna call myself that no more. Oh, you say I can't have my head covered when your word coming out? Bet. I'm taking it off. Now, let's get this. 6:24 he said.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 24. No man can serve two masters.
It says no man can serve two masters. Why do you think I'm talking about this right now? What's on that ring?
It's light. It's Masonic.
Masonic. So you know it, right?
I know.
Read.
For either he will hate the one.
You're either going to hate God and his commandments, or you're going to hate the teachings that you learned from the Masonic temple. Read.
And love the other.
Or you're going to love the Masonic temple. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick one. Read.
Or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
You're either going to hold on to one, or you're going to despise the other. Read.
Ye cannot serve God and mammon.
You can't serve God and the world. You got to Joshua 24:15. You got to make a decision. You got to make a decision as a man. You know what? I'm going to stand up for God, or I'm going to die with this world. Read.
Joshua chapter 24, verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve.
We've had to make this decision many a times. We've had to make the decision. Are we going to choose our God or the God of the nations? You know what I'm saying? The world. Read.
Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites.
He said, you're going to choose the gods that was in Egypt? You're going to choose the gods of the Hamites, the Africans? Read.
In whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house.
What Joshua says, he said, as for me and my house, read.
We will serve the Lord.
We're going to serve
right.
God.
That's right.
So what you and your house going to do?
Serve God.
Okay. So with you saying that, right, what would be the steps of you showing us that's true?
I gotta let the one master out. I've been going for, go to the right master.
And how you gonna do that?
Well, I gotta go back to my lodge and I gotta get up, you know what I'm saying, and activate myself.
Okay. So, and as far as like the regalia, the paraphernalia, because your actions teach people. You know what I'm saying? When they look at you, they see that ring, they're like, oh, okay, man, I need to talk to him to figure out what I gotta do to move, You see what I'm saying? So You gotta make sure, you know what? I'm gonna take the ring off. I ain't gonna show them us no more.
But at the same time, it's two sides of Mason though. You got the white ones doing what they do, and you got the black.
Say what now?
You got Prince Hall, you got Prince Hall, which is me. And you got the white ones that talking about they the free ones.
So
them the fake ones.
That ain't no difference between when they got the Baptist church and then you got the African Episcopal church. They just split it two sides. You see what I'm saying? What's your name again? Rico. So you've learned so far how to keep the Sabbath day?
Yeah, the rest of the free on the Sabbath day.
And no what?
No cooking or anything. No buying nothing.
Right, no cooking, right?
Yeah, no cooking.
Yes, sir. So these are the things we gotta, these young men, I don't gotta learn that. What's going on, boss? What's your name, bro?
They call me Fat Boy.
Fat boy? But you're skinny. Hey, what's going on, young boy? What's your name? Zay? Okay. Zay and Fat Boy. Alright. I got a question for y'all. What Jesus look like? He white or black?
Black.
He black? Prove. Let me show you, man. Let me show you. Come over here real quick. Come check these signs out. You see the white boy right there, right?
Yeah.
That's who they said was Jesus, ain't it?
Yeah, that was a gay dude there, though.
Yeah, he was a gay man. This man, he had sex with his sister.
He painted. He a painter.
He probably, man, this is a homosexual white man.
Yeah.
This is not Jesus at all. Let's read the Bible. Let's so you now I'm gonna give you the proof so you know. Somebody say, what color Jesus? Hey, check the flyer out, man.
Y'all got it in the car.
All right, bro.
Hey, thank y'all, bro.
All right, Rico.
Thank you.
Read that.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So Christ's hair on his head, like on top of his head, and on all his hairs, right, was white like wool. It said like wool. Wool is like a texture, right? What does wool look like? Wool.
From the sheep.
Huh?
From the sheep.
Yeah, fur on the sheep, right? It's like afro looking, right? So Christ got wool type hair, right? Read. Do he got wool type hair? What kind of hair he got?
Straight curl out.
Straight hair, like a golden retriever,
Yeah.
like a dog. Read.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And it says eyes. When it says eyes, it's talking about like the white part of your eyes. No, that white part of your eyes get red. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
He said his feet, so you can look down at Christ's feet, and his feet look like brass. Not just any brass, it said fine brass. In order to get brass fine, you know what you gotta do to it? You gotta burn it. You gotta burn it. So now if you burn some brass and take it out the fire, what color is it gonna be? Black. So what Christ's feet look like?
Black.
Black. So if his feet black, what does his hand look like?
Black.
So what Christ look like?
Black.
There it is. So now you got the proof to see what Jesus looked like.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord.